Hello there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
And I'm John Humphrey.
We are going to watch today Two Dojos, One Fight, Cobra Kai Season 2. Since we are getting blown up with comments still about this, I have to make this very clear for people who watch YouTube originals. Our Wayne episode reactions did get blocked worldwide. There was a whole miscommunication with the social media managing team and the ops team. So the social media team thought we could just do the way we were doing it, and apparently we can't do it anymore. We're trying to get in contact with someone about Cobra Kai so we can cover it over here on YouTube so we don't run into that situation again, because creating those like 10-minute highlights and editing them, that takes like 2 to 3 hours to do on average. That's why we want to make sure that we are covered there, we don't get blocked, and that's why Wayne is no longer present. If we don't happen to get it up here on YouTube, we will definitely be at least covering it on the Stardust app. Over there, we do 30-second reactions, reviews for any film, TV show, or trailer. Sometimes we even post micro sketches. You can even post it yourself, whatever reactions you want to do. It's completely free to download, completely free to use. There's no additional charges for anything, and we post pretty much daily now. So download the app and follow us today. Let's get to this.
Cobra Kai is back where it belongs. Back on top. But the real story's only just begun.
Thought you were dead.
Damn.
Cobra Kai never dies.
I am Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
All I've been thinking about are ways to destroy Cobra Kai.
Like opening your own dojo? I'm sure you can balance out.
Balance is my thing.
They balanced it.
Got some new recruits.
Cobras, show them what real karate looks like.
It's just an insane karate cult that's brainwashing half the school.
That's why I'm opening up Miyagi Dojo.
What? Taking over to the school?
Zombie movie now.
You got room for one more?
Someday the fight may come to you. And I want to make sure you're ready.
Got you.
Time to see what Miyagi Dojo
My abs.
Something tells me there's a can of wax in my future.
Bumblebee.
Which one of you has the balls to take on the chin?
Let's make it on.
New love interest.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What's a lie?
I hope if you sold us, you're ready.
In case.
Do you have a crush? Is it Robin?
The fight is
Oh.
only when you say it is.
Let's finish the fight.
Whoa.
What?
You need to talk to what you've been putting in my kids' heads.
Ouch.
Dang.
Strike first.
Break that kid's
Oh,
back.
damn.
Stranger Things mall.
Oh, God. These quotes for the second season?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This isn't a tournament, it's real life.
There are no rules.
It's not how I tell you to fight.
Whoa.
You want to finish this?
Bring it on.
God damn.
You want to fight in my apartment?
I really get this strong impression that it's gonna be. You know, I remember in the first season's trailers how much more serious they were,
Yeah.
and then you watch it and the show's really funny.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely having a hard time going, this is gonna be hilarious. this like they're showing so much of the season, and
Well, it looks so intense.
yeah, and they're getting into street fights. Like
Yeah,
there's
street-
constant street fights
Yeah,
in
there's
here.
dudes with knives, like they're rushing each other at school.
They're
like,
saying half the school's getting infected by this, you know, like karate-like virus
Yeah.
happening here.
Yeah, you're brainwashing, man. We're taking over. Everyone's joining Cobra
Like-
Kai and becoming an asshole.
I'm sure there's going to be humor still present. It just, like with the first season's trailers, when they showed how serious it was and intense, I was still able to see through the veil a little bit that it was probably still going to be really funny. I'm just having so much difficulty actually grasping, like, where's the funny here? I love the humor of Cobra Kai, but I see none of that here.
Well,
you know?
yeah, and the first season is relatively grounded, and the thing that
This
makes
seems like
me
it's going
curious,
bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about this trailer is that it doesn't look as grounded, and it looks like really intense, and like there's gonna be fights all the time, and the fights are gonna get crazy,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like action fights.
Yeah, I think they're really upping their choreography, especially if you're doing all these street fights. You got people like flying through the air and then kicking them midair, and you got the cliche of the Cobra Kai girl versus Miyagi Dojo girl at the mall. If there's a woman on each side, you gotta have them versus each other, man. It's the way it goes.
They're the female ambassador for their particular team.
And it's still barely any Miguel. They said he's the champ here, but they're still. I wonder if they don't like him or something. The people in Cobra Kai have an issue with him.
I'm curious. Or maybe he really became a dick in real life.
I mean, he got more screen time here than the last trailer, which was cool.
Yeah.
And he's got a new love interest, someone who looks pretty similar to
He's got a
the
type.
other girl. Yeah,
He's got a type.
We see the type that either the producers and writers like, or that Miguel, the character, likes. Yeah.
They let him control the casting for this.
And I'm seeing too that I'm drawing a blank right
Kreese?
now. I'm on an empty stomach right now. Yeah, Kreese. He's going to be the main villain of this, and I really get the impression Johnny Lawrence is going to be at major internal conflict here.
Yeah.
With when they have this one little nugget of a moment where they're training in the woods and someone gets kicked and their back falls against the tree.
Yeah.
And he just looks like so concerned. And anytime Kreese sees something happen, he's like,
Yes, the pain is good for you.
soldiers, warriors,
Yes.
Because it seems like we're having a juxtaposition here of Cobra Kai is training elite army soldiers and warriors,
Yeah.
and then Miyagi Dojo is training karate students.
It's training kids
who are in high school. You got that's the two elements. I'm sure the humor will still be there, and it's not exactly a previewing experience. That's not something I'm exactly bothered by. Mm-hmm. Likewise, I wonder if that will hamper sort of the actual energy or viewing experience, or will making it darker, more emotional, more intense elevate it to something that's more engaging, So I really can't tell if the humor's not here as much, I'm bothered, or wow, they really honed in and took itself more serious and it works. I don't know which one it's going to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, this tease is called Two Dojos, One Fight or whatever, so what I'm trying to remind myself of is okay, they're probably taking a whole lot of just the fight moments and emphasizing those, because, one of my favorite aspects of the first season was the fact that it was kind of an ensemble piece, and it was kind of grounded in this back and forth. You see both sides of the Johnny and Danny debate. Neither one of them is 100% good or bad. And so for a trailer like this, I gotta hope and wonder if we're just kind of not seeing a bunch of those other scenes because they want to emphasize the fight here. And that's my hope, because I really don't want it to become like an action movie, so to speak. Where it is just sort of like this one-dimensional, we're training super soldier kids, and then we gotta take them down. We gotta stop this. The first season felt surprisingly lived in, and so I hope they can maintain that, because this does look more broad.
What I imagine though, when they're doing karate stuff, like actual karate related elements, they're probably going to make it more intense and more serious and more dramatic. Mm-hmm. But I think all the in between stuff will still keep it pretty light. Yeah. Which is the way to do it. And of course, Robbie and Lady Lawrence.
Yeah, man.
LaRusso, I mean.
Yeah. Lady Stark.
Looks like they're officially going to be hooking up.
I know, she kicked him in the abs. They're official now.
And he put his hand on her face, about to kiss her.
I know, dude.
And then Miguel's going to come in. Elbow to the back of the head. And then run away.
Illegal move! Yeah. Just like I taught you. Yeah, that's ultimately, I feel like that's where the showdown is going to lead to, is they're going to fight for her honor at the very end of the season, and then Miguel's going to die.
Either way, guys, I really, really sincerely do hope that that we can cover this for YouTube. We're going to try our best. If we can't get permission, then we're not going to do it, just because that last experience with Wayne was very disheartening, honestly. Yeah.
D-R-A-G.
That was very disheartening. Yeah, but yeah, follow us on the Stardust app, worst case scenario. We'll at least talk about it there if you care to hear our opinions, at least. Anywho, before we wrap this video up, I would like to give a Patron of the Day shout out to a man named Derek Mitchell. Derek, a few months ago, I'm going to talk personal now. A few months ago, you were telling us you were in a very scary situation. You were about to lose your apartment. Things were going really rough. From my understanding, now that we spoke just yesterday, I'm happy to report to all of you that Derek is officially homeless. He's living on the streets. Things are going terrible for the guy. He is whoring his body out left and right, just trying to get a buck to use the dollar menu at places that don't really exist with dollar menus anymore because the economy is rough. Derek, I'm sorry. I'm glad that every dollar you are earning, you are keeping to be pledged at this rewards here to get a shout out on our YouTube videos. Thank you, buddy, for doing that. Keep selling your body as often as you can. It's only funny when it's a guy that you can make that joke.
Male prostitution's very
That's funny, gay guys, funny. Women, be respectful, okay?
Yeah, we respect women.
So, Derek. No, we talked it. Everything's going great for you, dude. Love you, buddy. Anyway, guys, you can subscribe to the Reject Nation, click that notification bell, and we will see you guys soon.